This right here is the item I just sold for $125. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Chaz here with another BOLO. I want to show you guys an item to keep an eye out for. Now if you don't know, BOLO stands for be on the lookout. That just means an item to keep your eye out on, especially if you're going out to garage sales, estate sales, thrift stores, etc. By now, a lot of people know that old school Pokemon cards are worth money. But this is a very specific type of card that came out with the movie that came out in 2000. So this is called a film card or a cell card. And all this means is it's got a still image from one of the scenes that if you shine a light from the back, you'll see the inside. So let's take my handy dandy flashlight right here. Thanks, iPhone. Not a sponsored shout out. All right, now if I shine this right behind there, you guys can see that still image from the actual movie. So it's a scene with a bunch of the Pokemon together. There's also other cartoons, other movies that have these types of cards with them. So keep an eye out for those. But when it comes down to the price points of these cards, there have been sold as low as $30 or $40. And there are current active listings, not actually sold, but there's an active listing for one that's $400. So when I looked this up, there were not many comps to go by. So I just looked at the fact that this has a lot of the actual Pokemon in the image versus some of the other listings that I saw only had 1 or 2 characters. So because this had more characters inside of it, I priced high. I went up to $175 when I first listed it. This hung out at $175 for roughly about 4 weeks. I then dropped my price down to $150. Within 2 days, I had a $125 offer, which is an amazing offer on a $150. So without even countering or thinking twice, I accepted the offer and sold this for $125. Obviously, this is in my hand. I have not shipped it yet, so I'm gonna show you real quick how I'm gonna ship this. And PS, I did not pay a dime for this because that's always the question is where did I find this? While you can find this kind of stuff at estate sales, thrift stores, etc., this was actually sitting in a bag of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, just a big Ziploc bag of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, got super cheap at a garage sale. So my buy cost is technically 0 for this because I have now sold those Yu-Gi-Oh cards, made profit. This was left over. So let's see the process of shipping this, how much shipping is going to cost, and see what my actual net profit is on this item. All right, now in an ideal world, I would have had a hard case sleeve for this, but luckily I have a bunch of these small plastic sleeves, so I did sleeve it. From here, I'm going to wrap it up in the brown craft paper. I am then going to bubble wrap it, and I have a small box I'm going to put this inside. I did have 1 day shipping time on this. If I would have had 2 day shipping time, I just would have ran out to a local store and picked up a hard case sleeve. Unfortunately, I don't have time for that, so I'm just going to wrap this up the best that I can. Next step I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, just because this still obviously is going to be flimsy, I am going to take this cardboard and make its own custom sleeve, so there's no way this is going to get bent. Once the cardboard is cut out, I'm just going to place this right here, make a little sandwich. It's like a Pokemon s'more. Then I can come in with my bubble wrap. I either have really, really small boxes or these slightly larger boxes. So luckily this is all going to be underneath a pound, so it's going first class either way. I'd rather go with a bigger box, extra padding, make the customer happy. All right, nice padding of craft paper there. Just to be on the safe side, I don't know if this actually makes a difference in the post office world, but I am going to put some fragile stickers on here. Now, if this had been a $20 card, I would not be going through the extra stickers and the extra wrap and stuff like that, but because it was over a $100 sale, I want to make sure this gets there in one piece and a happy buyer. In case anyone is wondering, this is a 10 by 8 by 6 U-line box. I'm a big fan of these. I also have the 7 by 5 by 4s, which are great for Funko Pops. Typically, you can get these things between 30 and 60 cents each, so it's extremely affordable. Rather than sitting here and trying to custom box every single order, it's nice just to have these on hand. I have 0 affiliation with Uline. I get no commission kickback on shouting them out, but I'm a huge fan of these boxes, so definitely check them out. And a little side note for you guys, if you are shipping first class, so the weight is under 16 ounces here. You do not need to input those dimensions. It's just going based on the weight. Now, once you go into priority and above, then you do have to use your dimensions, but if you're going first class, you don't have to worry about that. USPS first class package is going out for $5.12. Being the higher end collector's item that it is, I am going to go over signature at delivery, which typically I do on sales over $100 specifically for the collector's items. That is a completely extra step and extra cost. You do not need to do that. That's just how I work my own business. So my total cost is $7.72. So now that we know our shipping cost, I can see exactly what the net profit was. Sold for $125. After 13% of fees, we're left with $108.75. Minus $7.72 for our shipping costs, we are left with $101.03, which is the net profit. I have no buy cost involved with that. Now, if I had a buy cost, then you deduct your cost. That is now your net. Not a bad way to source and net $100. And that's it. That's today's video. I just want to make it short, sweet, give you guys a cool bolo to hunt. Now, if you guys have sourced or found or currently own one of these cards, I'm very curious. So comment below. Let me know if you have sold one, for how much did you sell it for? Stay tuned to the channel. Plenty of videos coming out every single week. Be sure to subscribe if you have not already. Smash that like button. It does help out the channel. This has been Chaz, Side Hustle Network. We will see you in the next video.